But let's check this one though. You jump on these chunk platforms and then kill yourself accidentally. Everything I say is based on my own opinions and experience. I'm not speaking for the public, and my feedback should be treated as such. You are watching Nico Evaluates. With 25 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the No Miss Buster Only challenge, and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited, I'm here to tell you my honest opinion on different Mega Man games. So sit tight and learn. Hello people and welcome to Nico Evaluates Mega Man 7. A lot of people don't fancy this game that much, but I like it. Mexican Wily coming for us. The world cheered Mega Man when at long last he captured and imprisoned Dr. Willy. But Dr. Wily always knew his schemes might end in failure and had planned for just such an occasion. 4 robots had been hidden away, and after 6 months without being contacted by Dr. Willy, they activate and begin searching for their master. Holy dingleberries! Where's the sound effects? Even Mega Man 4's intro had sound effects. That needs sound effects. Yeah! This game has awesome fucking music. This game has one of the best soundtracks on any Mega Man game, and Wily 1, the music on Wily 1, there's no better fucking music than that. I'll make you listen to it when we get there. Look at how long the menu is on the screen. Not gonna press anything? Okay, back to the intro. Come on, what the fuck is that? Just give me some fucking time. Password.
Monaro.
How about just Mono?
Monaro.
Nobody knows what
Monaro
he is. Well, anyway, the game starts.
Can't this thing go any faster, Rodo? The city is under attack!
I'll try and punch it up a notch. Hold on, Roll.
I can't believe Wily's loose again. Won't this madman ever stop? He won't be loose for long. Once Dr. Light gives him Russian and our enhancements, Wily's history.
Whoa, end of the line. The road is too unstable to keep going.
This cutscene takes 2 minutes.
Mega Man, fuck you. Why can't I skip this intro, for God's sake? I just wanna play a game, is it too much to ask? Like, if you play this game, like, often, and you wanna play from the beginning, you can't skip this motherfucking intro. It's fun to see for the first time.
Good luck, Mega Man.
But not like every time, you have to sit through that. Oh my god, it still goes on. Shit. No, Mega Man. Well, the gist of it is that Dr. Wily did something. Now we are after him. Basically, Mega Man wants him dead.
But the cutscene is still going. I can't control myself.
There we go. Finally, we have control. Well, we have an intro stage here. It kinda doesn't matter how you do this. You can take a hit from each of these enemies and just die to base at the end. It doesn't matter. You will still beat it. But main problem of Mega Man 7 is not the physics. They're kinda okay. You can cancel your slide. You can shoot 3 times in the air, although a bit finicky, but you can do that. And for my taste, the sprites are too big. That's one of the main issues I always had with the Super Nintendo, and why I never got into it, is because every game wanted to showcase the graphical capabilities that they had at the time, and thus every sprite had to be done like 5 times bigger than actually needed. But for Mega Man 7, I think it works out. I think it's okay. It's just fine. Just that when you make nice graphics and such, then when you stand on the absolute edge, you no longer have that same control over your tippy toe. Like, look at this, I'm still on the platform. Now I'm not. Why the hell not? Still on the platform, still on it, and no longer there. The pixels, I should be able to stand on this even with 1 pixel left on the platform, but that's not the case. You really have to learn how much and how long you can tippy toe over an edge, because if you don't, you're just gonna drop to your death. In most cases though, it is wise to use a slide and then jump. That'll give you a longer jump. So that's helpful near edges. If you don't wanna tippy toe, just slide and jump. That'll work just as well. But that's a major flaw of the game and one of the big flaws. And if you just turn slightly before you're gonna drop, you can still save yourself. You kinda notch a bit. You can see that there. So, the terrain is kinda flawed in my opinion. If we stand next to a wall and turn, that's how much empty space there is on our hitbox. That is not used. But it doesn't eat too much away from the game, it's not too bad. It's just something that the Super Nintendo is so famous for. You're gonna have some hard times trying to figure out where exactly it is safe to stand on. You do have a charge as well, which thankfully not as good as in Mega Man 5. Like there, it does fucking nothing. And on bosses you only deal 2 damage, which is something I always would have had in mind when developing the NES games even. Have the Robot Masters take 2 damage, not 3. That way it's a lot more balanced, in my opinion anyway. It's very tricky to shoot these mechs at times. You have to pay attention to the sprite state they are in and what they are doing in order to land that hit. Of course, if you just spam, that's okay. This enemy here will come back, will lose its head. Same kind of deal than in Mega Man 1. I like it. It's slow, but still a bit menacing. I think it's just fine. Mega Man 7 is a bit easy at times though. That guy will keep coming. Interesting. There we go. So it actually has a cooldown. So here's the boss, and typically you don't want to die here, but you can die at base. So I just don't know about this one. The graphics on the attack are a bit off. It's hard to know how to do this, but when you get the feeling of it, it's easier. But when he corners you like that, it becomes a bit problematic. Like, if you want to understand how that works. Your best bet is just to hug the left wall there. But still, the graphics could have been a lot better on that attack. It's kinda hard to understand how it works. You'll just end up spamming it. And now we learn how to jump over pits. Luckily there's no text boxes telling us what to do. Right, Mega Man X3? Oh shit! So you can basically just, like that, you can just lose the base. We'll have a bit of a chat here. Suddenly text boxes. There's not as many text boxes as in other the fucking X games. I don't care too much about this now. We are here to evaluate the game, not its story. The story is okay, I guess. Nothing too special. Why get rid of the password system we had on the NES? That was so good. Just insert some balls here and there. Why make it convoluted as fuck with these pictures? Luckily there's the numbers there to tell you what's what. So unnecessary though. Don't like it. Other thing I don't like? You start with 4 Robot Masters. Why the hell? Give me my 8. If you beat the game, it'll give you the password at the bottom, but it doesn't tell you that's the password. But if you use it, you get to choose from all 8. So basically there is a way to start the game with all 8 Robot Masters, but we are gonna do it vanilla. And this is the thing I hate. Why not give us all the 8? Well, it's because of the story. Well, don't make the story work that way, where you have to take out Robot Masters from the state select at the beginning. Give me all 8. I always start with the freeze, man, so why not? I'm kinda sad that the level select doesn't tell you what boss is what. It just has the mugshot, so it doesn't tell you the name. Why not? Another weird thing the game does. But apart from that, the pacing of the game is really nice. In most times the game is kinda easy. But then we have things like this that take like million hits. Very nice animation. This game is very well known about its telegraphing. And all of the enemies do a fucking nice job at telegraphing things. Let's see if I can pull this off. And yes, I can. If you jump at the right time there, you can skip this whole screen, basically. But this is what I hate. The goddamn ladders. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these? So, the terrain and the ladders really are the things that suck about this game. Hard to grab a ladder, hard to let go of a ladder, hard to climb up, hard to grab a ladder that's in the air. It's just a mess. And then, when you try to tippy-toe and grab it like this, well, you just fall through. So your best bet is to slide and jump again. Why is that so hard? Those are the main flaws of Mega Man 7, the terrain and the ladders. That's pretty much it. Everything else I kinda like, and the pacing is very nice. It's a calm game, like Mega Man games can be hectic or they can be calm. This is one of the calm games. That's a nice, actually, I have never noticed that before. If you shoot the bottom or the very top, it dings your shot because you're hitting the shield. Look at that. That's a phenomenal job at creating a sprite state and creating hitboxes. That's an exceptionally well done enemy like that. And if you scroll the polar bear back, it's not gonna throw the eyes on this platform here and fucking hit you. Very well thought out, this part here. And I like the spikes. The spikes look like spikes. That's very well done there. And you can slide under. Way to create a challenge. You can pick your poison. Do you slide under or do you kill it? I like that as well. One thing though that sucks about the game, it has something called rush search. Basically, if you don't know where hidden items are, you're never gonna find them. But I will comment about it more when we get to those spots, so it's easier to understand what I mean. These enemies are nice as well. But here is where you'll probably start dying if you try to tippy-toe. Just going against Mega Man on the NES, don't tippy-toe these. You're just gonna die, just run and jump. It's not gonna be that close where you need to tippy-toe over those. And if you tippy-toe, most likely you're just gonna drop down. It's not worth it. Holy fuck, I'm dumb. And that's what happens when you don't have enough telegraph on a disappearing platform. Exactly. Very important to give you enough time to react on that. Who's gonna know that the icicle is gonna disappear? Nobody's gonna know that. Until they jump and then realize the object is flashing and it's gonna disappear. A bit too late though. This game is very good when it comes to mashing. You can mash very well in this game. It's one of the, it's one of my favorite things to do in the game. Like if there's a mini boss or something, I just fucking mash it to death. There's no iframes on most of them, so it's fun to do. You don't exactly need to... well, this one you need to jump on, but this one you can just damage boost over. You should be careful though. The iframes in this game are much shorter than in the NES games. So if you try to damage boost over spikes, yeah, you gotta be very fucking fast. You're still blinking on the game, but your iframes have already stopped, and that's a problem. You will die like that. Rush coil works semi-okay, I suppose. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't like using the slide there. There we go. That's our first hidden item, so to speak. It's a letter in letter H. We'll see what that does later. Now here we go. Nice pacing. I believe that's the checkpoint. Got our first show. We'll see how they work later on. I just killed it. There we go. Another spot where you really need to slide jump. If you don't, you're not gonna reach all of these platforms. That's very rough at times. So I believe that is the... I believe that is the rush search there. So basically you put him down there and he'll find stuff for you. Only problem, the game never tells you where any valuable stuff is. That's just garbage. Like both the mechanic and the item he gave us. So you have to know where every secret item is. There are some clues, like a painting of Wily or something. It's pretty obvious there's something under it. But most times you will not know that there's a secret item on a given part. I will hopefully get all the items on this run, but that's gonna showcase you how dumb the system is. I mean, it gives you replay value, but there's no hints, there's nothing. You would not know how to fucking get those items if you didn't read it up somewhere, like Nintendo Power, of course. That was probably the main reason why they did it. Nintendo Power, gotta sell more of those. But I think that's just bullshit. It's fun that they're there, it's a fun mechanic, it's a fun thing to have. But at the same time, just give me a way to find them out on my own and not relying on a fucking magazine. So you have to shoot the spine in order to stop it. It's pretty much required here, but holy hell, the difficulty curve suddenly up the roof with these parts. I'm not sure if you can even make this without slide jumping. Like, there's no momentum in the game, but it's like when I say I'm not sure if it's possible, what I mean is that if it's possible for me, because it's so close, but apparently we did it. So, let's see. Another skip like that, but there's an E-tank, you kind of probably want it. So this polar bear is different from the others, which is kind of strange. It doesn't have any graphical differences, but it can stomp the ground and icicles come down. Should have colored this one different, I think, to know that it behaves differently. But it's a nice mini boss. There's not a lot of room to play around with, but it is enough though, I think. Like this, you can never make this without slide jumping, fucking never. It's so pixel perfect. Why do the ladders suck this much? I don't know. So case in point, slide jump, that works. That really fucking sucks though. But the game is very beautiful. Have to give it that. And introduction to the enemy sucked, monkey fuck. There was no way I was gonna ever dodge that. And there's another. These enemies are one of the worst in the game. There's pretty much nothing you can do about them. Unless you fucking spam it and by some miracle dodge it, but then you still get plowed because they come back if you scroll them back on the screen. Lousy enemy, don't like it. Here's the first secret. You would never know. Here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! Okay, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. This is one of the hidden things you'll find in the game. Okay. So that's the exit module. You have to use it on this part here. Pretty much, I think from here to here. It's very specific where you have to use it. I think if you use it there, it might work. But if you use it like close to the gate, it's not gonna work. So it's very specific where you have to land the surge. And that kinda sucks. Granted, you're not gonna need all the items that come from Surge, but that's the exit module, you kinda want that. And other stuff as well, you kinda want those as well. Another weird thing about the menu, if you hit A on next, or whether the hell the bottom button is, probably B on the SNES controller, it doesn't work. It takes you out of the menu, you have to press A. Or whatever the hell, it's probably B. It's probably A on the SNES controller. Correct me if I'm wrong, but why doesn't the button work? Why does it bring me out of the menu? Why do I have to press the shoot button to activate the other page? That doesn't make any sense. Chill Man. Alright, Freeze Man has a pretty good pattern. It's kind of like Crash Man in a sense. Like you shoot him and you slide under. Then he does that, shoot him and go under. It's very pattern based. It's very, very carefully planned out boss. There's not too much what in terms of randomness. It's just nice. And if we shoot him with the Charge Buster, So he'll jump when you shoot. So when you press the shoot button, he will jump. And if you shoot him with the charge buster, it only does 2 damage. Like I said earlier, that's a nice way to balance it out. So sometimes it's probably more wise to just not charge and just keep hammering them. It's kind of what you're used to, I guess. I like this battle, it's a bit on the difficult side, but once you got it down, it's not too bad. Sometimes the icicles can fuck you over a little bit, but I think it's a nice battle, very hectic, I find. Mega Man 7 is something, Mega Man 7 is a game I didn't have as a kid. I only learned this because of Snupster. We did the Mega Man 7 race and I just fell in love with the game immediately. I just fucking love this game. I might be biased, but I think the game is just phenomenal. Like, I fucking like this pattern. And when they die, look at that. That fucking animation when they die, it's like, oh! And that fucking boom makes you really feel good about yourself for fucking killing them. They're dead. They're not gonna come back, I like that. The animation, the graphics, the sprites, the backgrounds, the foregrounds, the contrast ratios, everything looks fucking nice. Not sure why Light painted his lab pink. And also Odo's face on the left there. Very nice graphics. You get freeze, cracker! Probably thought about that weapon name for another 2 seconds, right? If that's not racist, then I don't know what the hell is really. Why don't we go to Chunk Boy? Chunk Man, why not? Well, another big-ass robot master. I just don't like big robot masters, and this game is full of them. I think Freeze Man was a nice size, but this one, they're kind of going big with them. I just don't fancy that too much. So there you got a Famicom, in fact. Exactly the Japanese Famicom there. That's a fun thing. And in the background as well, there's a whole production line of Famicoms. That's a fun thing to see. When you're playing this game on a Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, you see shit like that, makes you smile. This AC 100 volts thing is gonna come into play later. It's just a thing. So that's nice, the enemy doesn't actually come through the platform. Very nicely thought out. Little mosquitoes, or cockroaches, or whatever the hell. Like them. Even though the sprites are big, I think they are well done. The enemies behave in a way that you would think they would behave, and that's why the game ends up working pretty well. Rush Coil doesn't change you red, I don't know why, that really sucks. Kind of the same deal that we saw in Mega Man 11's trailer. You should really turn red when you use Rush Coil, because I'm not gonna look at the top left to see if I have Rush equipped. So just change Mega Man's color. That's something that I would do. Feels very cramped at times, the game, but it's not too bad. This brings in mind Gyro Man stage from Mega Man 5. Just need to avoid these for a period of time. Nice farming spot as well. Not too hard, even though they're shooting 2 bullets each. The game also does have a store where you collect balls and you can buy shit. So here's where you will insta-kill yourself on that lava, in fact. And just gotta be careful. Here's your secret. I like how the game plays around with the weapon secrets. They actually make sense. You could actually find these on your own, but really not so much what comes to search. There's your secret. Also, usually if you're doing a 100% race, you would kill yourself here because the checkpoint brings you back to the top and that's faster. But let's check this one though. You jump on these chunk platforms and then kill yourself accidentally. Kind of a bad... The screen kinda moves like it does in Mega Maker there. It kinda adjusts the weird way. I can't believe Capcom has done this. But you do have weapon switch, which is nice. So now... You just have to know that that's built like that. It's kinda dumb. I haven't been on this route that much because I always kill myself before I continue. So that's a bit of a piss poor job there. In fact, you have to jump in advance before the blocks even comes down. Another one of these. You can just wait on the right side here. I didn't... Like, I'm going so fast. I like all these enemies. We are gonna check the other route as well, because why not? If you look at this, you probably are thinking that, man, this game looks easy. But really, you can get stuck so easily like this, and then you just repeatedly get hit and you get pounded and raped. So here's where the path will merge. So let's go check the beginning as well. Something that some people didn't know, you can actually walk on top of these generators here. That's kind of fun to know. Has a flat top, of course, you should be able to do that. Another thing I always talk about. Hitbox on Mega Man himself is not that good. Sometimes bullets just go straight through your legs, because that's not part of the hitbox. Whoa! Yeah, I'm not gonna get that. Okay, let's check the other route now. I do like the sound effects and everything is very Atari-like, in fact. Everything makes this masculine sound. So here's where you would use an item. We will come back here when we have it. But I will showcase this in any case, how it's normally done. Again, nice that the spines don't come to the ladders, that would be extremely hard. So you can just stop them there. Basically, there's another secret item up here that you can get with a weapon, and there it is. We will come back here when we have it. Another enemy that you have to be careful with. Holy fuck, right? You can just rush and go through, or you can just kill it, but that takes time. In most cases, not really a wise choice, stopping here and killing it. There we go. So another place where you can use a weapon, but that doesn't really do anything for this section. It's kinda allows you to make those magnets move. Not really a game changer, doesn't really do anything. Food holders then. They actually fixed them. It took them 6 games to come back to these. You just have to be careful not to jump on them when the chunk blocks are dropping down. That's the only thing you have to be careful about. How did that hit us? Stupid hitboxes on Mega Man though. Oh, I can't make that? Really? Oh, you can't land rush on the chunk part. That's interesting. I wonder why not. Oh! I also wish the charge buster sound would actually vanish. It's kinda annoying. Then again, why charge? It's not that good. Not that good of a thing to do anyway. Yeah, basically just skip the berms. Sometimes the chunk blocks can just fuck you over. Your basic instinct is to jump now, but then you get fucked by the block. It's a learning experience. Bit of a shoddily done. Yeah, the jumps are just sometimes difficult. Exactly, the main problem of this game is the jumps. Jumps on different platforms, on moving platforms, and on ladders, and it's just very finicky at times. You will see those deaths as well when we keep going. It's something that kills majority of players, and even I know how to deal with it, even I die like that. Because once you've been out of the game for like a couple of months, yeah, you're probably gonna die a lot on those jumps. It's just it's like a dark cloud looming over the game. Otherwise, it's so fantastic, and then we have issues with the terrain and the platforms. Things that were always so perfect on Mega Man games are now a bit broken. So that's something I can criticize the game about. The true Mega Man experience, what comes to terrain and jumps and ladders, that were always such a big deal on Mega Man games, are now a bit broken. It's not that huge of a deal, it doesn't It's gonna make you mad a couple of times, for sure, yes. But in most cases, not really. The game is so good, it's not gonna bother you that much. There we go. Weapon energy up there. Panic room. Decent job. I like the enemy variety in the game though. It's a lot of different enemies. They're well placed in most times. Dustman's brother. Huge fucking robot master. So you only have some things you can do. If he stomps the ground, you'll get stuck. So you better jump every time. If he does that, it's gonna throw a block at you. And the nice thing about it, the block, is that it's flashing. That makes you think, okay, it's probably gonna hurt me. And indeed, it is. And I think if you mash there, you get out of that little shield thing faster. But it's an okay Robot Master. The way they made him jump helps the fact that he's so fucking big. But really, charging is also something you should probably not do here. At least I wouldn't. Well, it's okay. I don't hate it. But I'm just saying Freeze Man was so much more fun. So there's good feedback as well when you hit Robot Master, it flashes white. Ooh! The pattern is definitely pretty strong in this one. Another nice animation. The pattern is okay, it's nice, it's easy to learn. The patterns of the Robot Masters are very good in this game, in fact. They're all easy to learn. And it's always a hectic battle, even if you know how they work. I almost fucking died. But if you agreed on what I said, leave a like. If you disagreed, leave a dislike. I'll catch you next time. Nico evaluates Mega Man games for a living, right? No, he doesn't get paid. But he should.